now I got to chase down this fucking Candace Owens shit, don't I? Hold on. Let's see. What was it? Candace Owens. I'm going to regret this. USS Liberty. So I speak to Candace Owens. She talked to this survivor of the USS Liberty a month ago. She did an hour show. Yeah, so she did a whole, like, there's no clips.
All right, you guys, I'll get right into this. A couple of weeks ago, I received a letter that changed my life. Certainly changed the course of my life.
So now you're wearing nothing but beige. Excuse me. I know you're betrothed, and so is he, but is that by any chance Obama's tan suit you're wearing? I mean, no, your life couldn't have changed that much.
In politics, and I am going to read you that letter now.
Fabulous.
And let you know that the author of it is sitting across from me. It reads, My name is Philip Turney. I am 77 years old today. On June 8th, 1967, I was just 20 years old when the gallant crew of the USS Liberty...
Did he send these pictures with him?
...was savagely attacked. Our American flag was proudly flying on our ship in the Mediterranean Sea that day.
So clearly, Roseanne is bullshitting us.
The designation AGTR-5 was clearly painted on the bow, port...
Or just GTR-5, which is, I think, Johnny, Johnny Five's third album.
...and starboard sides. USS Liberty was written in English on her stern. When we arrived on June 7th, we were overflown by Israeli reconnaissance aircraft, and the same activity was repeated on the morning of June 8th. We were positively identified as American and friendly by the IDF. We had requested a destroyer escort long before we entered the Mediterranean, but we were denied twice. Our captain assured us that we were clearly marked as American, and we therefore had nothing to fear. We were alone, 12.5 miles off the coast of the Sinai Peninsula, always in international waters. The Israeli reconnaissance aircraft were clearly marked with the Star of David. We therefore felt secure, seeing a flying boxcar and other smaller recon propeller aircraft taking good care of us. The attack began at 2 o'clock on a beautiful, bright, sunny day by French-made Mirage and Mistral jets painted black with no markings. We had no clue who was attacking us, but assumed it was an Arab state. During the first pass-by, the jets took out all but one of our transmitting antennas, as well as every watertight door above the waterline. The air attack lasted about...
By the way, this is a well-known thing, by the way. This is not like she discovered this.
...about 25 minutes, killing and maiming our firefighters and any sailor who moved. Our radio man took one antenna offline, so it wasn't transmitting and wasn't hit. He ran a long wire to it, and the SOS went out to the 6th Fleet. It was even picked up as far away as Vietnam. Rockstar, under attack by an unknown jet aircraft. Help us, help us. Captain Tully, skipper of the USS Saratoga, sent jets to come to our aid. Before the jets hit the horizon, they were recalled by Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara. Captain Engen of the USS America and Tully relaunched more aircraft to aid us. They were also recalled, this time by Lyndon Baines Johnson himself. He said, quote, "I don't care about a few dead sailors. I will not embarrass my ally, Israel. Return to base immediately," end quote. How did he know who was attacking us if we did not? We were set up by our own government to let a foreign government have their way with us. The IDF even dropped napalm on the bridge of our ship.
Napalm.
How low they would go?
Napalm? Did she just say napalm?
We would soon find out. 3 motor torpedo boats headed our way, and 1 torpedo hit our starboard side. We saw the Star of David on the boats. They were there to sink us. The attack continued for another hour and a half.
By the way, there's a Wikipedia page on this. This is the U.S. Liberty incident, accident, or intentional attack. That's from Liberty University in 2023. We're fed up. Hold on. Survivors of the USS Liberty look for answers 55 years later. This is partly what's going on. Like, they've been on a writing, thing doing this. Why did Israel attack USS Liberty? It's during the 6-Day War. Again,
Attacking
I love how they're like, this has been a big fucking secret. It
jet
hasn't.
aircraft destroyed all but 3 of our life rafts, which we had put overboard. We were going to place our most seriously wounded in them so that they would have a chance at life. But the IDF would have none of that. They shot 2 of them out of the water and took one aboard their boats as a trophy of the kill. They continued shooting and killing my mates. They left and we thought that it was over, but it wasn't. IDF helicopters were sent with troops armed and ready to board our ship and finish us off. Then they just left. I guess the gig was up when the mighty IDF could not sink our defenseless ship. When it was all done, there were over 821 rocket and cannon holes and over 5,000 armor-piercing bullets riddling the ship. Napalm was burning us up, and a 40 by 40 foot...
Napalm. I mean, can I just say, if anything sums up her kind of like weird ignorance about all this, it's her pronunciation of napalm. Napalm. What the fuck? Notice the divers looking at it. Notice the footage of it. Notice the, like, we know.
Torpedo hole was in her side, causing the ship to list badly to our starboard side. We then waited 17 hours for help. I guess they hoped that we would sink that night. Help was only 40 minutes away from us, but they left us out alone to die. When the USS America and the USS Davis arrived to help us, they took our wounded to care for them. Their wounds were so horrific, words cannot explain. Admiral Kidd boarded our ship a few days later. And
So, I'm sorry, what did the doctors do? Did they just go... Their wounds, you couldn't explain their wounds, so people were like... The doctors just... Fuck me.
Cover-up immediately began. We were ordered to never speak of the attack to anyone, not even with one another.
How did it get on Wikipedia then?
Penalties would be fines, imprisonment, or worse, and we all knew that worse meant death.
No, you didn't.
We have been treated like garbage for the last 57 years. Congress
No, you haven't.
has been bought and paid for, with the exception, over the years, of a few brave lawmakers. Their names are Representatives Pete McCloskey, Paul Findley, and Jim Trafficant. As the courageous Rep. Thomas Massey has noted, all Republican members of Congress except for him have AIPAC handlers. We can assume this is also true of nearly all Democrats. We are the most
Nearly?
decorated ship in naval history for a single engagement. I believe God saved us that day to allow us to communicate the truth of this attack to leaders like you. We give all power to Jesus Christ.
This is a letter that she got.
We are just his servants.
Leaders like you. This guy calling Candace Owens a leader like you.
It's that horrible day and now. The USS Liberty survivors are the biggest whistleblowers this country has ever seen.
Except we know about them, and we have for a long time.
We have been smeared as anti-Semitic, Jew haters, and Nazis. Our
No.
only sin is that we survived. We didn't kill anyone. Israel did all the murdering that day, and the U.S. government did all the covering up. I'm asking you to help us save America by telling others the facts about the slaughter of my mates. We are begging you to support us. Respectfully.
What? Sorry. Let's be abundantly clear. Candace Owens didn't get access to fucking footage like this, and nobody with a tombstone that says killed USS Liberty June 8th, 1967, because it was fucking covered up in that regard. It might have been downplayed because it was sensitive at the time, but like, who doesn't know about the... oh, God.
Phil Turney, the president of the USS Liberty Veterans Association. Great honor to have you here today.
Thank you, Candace. It's a great honor for me to be here and represent the gallant crew of the USS Liberty that have been treated so badly, as I said in the letter, for 57 years.
So I just want to start just really at the beginning, I guess. When did you sign up to be in the United States military?
All right. Again, this is going to be like her just kind of doing a relatively standard interview. This is a month ago. Personal announcement. Join Hallows Advent Prayer 25 Challenge and get 3 months. What? Oh, because of her church or something? Is that the... I don't know. Anyways, like, that's where this went. She's wearing her dad's suit jacket. Yes, absolutely. Honest to God, like, it's not hard to wrap your head around why she and others like her fixate on this horse shit. And I only have a few minutes left, or I'd get it. I mean, it's an hour-long podcast, and nobody needs to hear her shit for that long. It's just aggravating.